All right. So I had to do that little video. Just it's been a minute. It's been about 2 weeks. So the first book that I am going to review tonight is Harlan Coben, 6 Years. This was the first book that I have read of his, and it was interesting. I got it at a library book sale that happened about a month ago, and I mean for 50 cents you can't pass up a good deal like that. And it sounded like it was good. So I was like, 6 years. Let's see what this is about. So this is a standalone book from my understanding, because from my understanding as well is that Harlan Coben has been out for a minute. I have a lot of catching up to do. With so many authors that I'm, being put on to, that have been out for years, and I have just been in my little cocoon. I have my little social media group, if you will, that I can thank for that. So many recommendations. So my to be read pile is out of control. It's like bookshelves worth of to be read. But I digress. So this book right here, 6 years, is talking about how there's two main characters. Is Todd, it's Jake Fisher, who is the main character, main point of view within the book. And 6 years had passed since he had seen the love of his life, Natalie, marry another man. I'm gonna say that again. Jake watched Natalie marry another man. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why he didn't propose to her. First of all, that's like the first line that you read of the synopsis of the book in the back. 6 years have passed since Jake Fisher watched Natalie, the love of his life, marry another man. I was like, I'm getting this book. Off rip, off rip. How's another man that loves me, watch me, marry another man? Girl. So it's been 6 years. So he legit goes to the wedding and everything. Is in this small little church, and is Natalie, her mom is there, her sister is there, and they just have this stoic look on their faces, like this is really gonna happen. Like she's marrying this guy. The guy that she marries, his name is Todd, and so at the wedding, um, she notices him. He's tall. He's like 6'4", 6'5", or something like that. And so, um, Jake and Natalie have like this whirlwind romance. Like over the summer, he was in grad school, I believe. I forgot. It wasn't. It was like history or something like that, or maybe like Marine. I forgot the major that he took, but he ends up being a professor in that profession, history, I believe, that he was going for. And so, and Natalie, I believe, was in school for art. She was in school for something else. I want to say it was either undergrad or like she was in the beginning of her master's. He was in the beginning. He was in a late stage of either no his doctorate. Sorry. So she was going for her master's. He was going for his doctorate. He was in the tail end of his dissertation when they met. Fell in love, spent every waking hour together over the course of the summer in Vermont. And so something happens as to where Natalie tells Jake, I'm getting married to another guy. And he's like, wait, what? Okay. So fast forward to the wedding. Wedding is over, and Natalie tells him, she approaches Jake and was like, what are you doing here? Like, this is a wedding. Why are you here? And so he was like, how could I not come? Like, I had to see this for myself type thing. And it's no ill will or like anything like that. He was just like, I'm really letting a woman that I love marry the love of her life. And so her request was, Jake, in all that you do, please do not try to find me. Just please leave us alone. And at first I thought that was odd, but I get it because she's married to another man. And the man, um, he noticed Jake. I mean, like I said, he's super tall. So he told, like Natalie told him, told Todd when she was walking over to speak with Jake, he was like, who is that guy? She was like, just one of my friends. I just wanted to say something to him real quick. And he was like, all right, make it quick. And he's looking like, watch you. You my wife now. So who are you? So she says that, and then Jake literally lets her go. Like he walks away, And, 6 years flies by. He's a professor at this college that I believe he went for his doctoral degree or maybe his master's. Either way it goes, it's history at this college. And come to find out, he comes across this article or an obituary, if you will, of Todd, who is Natalie's husband. And he's just like, hold on, hold on. Todd's dead. And so it wasn't like a light bulb that was just like, oh, I need to go get my woman back. He wanted to get more information as to what happened. And so he's going on this whole search and can't nobody find anything about Natalie. Like, it's as if she just disappeared off the map. And so he's like, I know I'm not losing my mind. I was with this woman. I was with this woman. And I was with this woman. So she's legit real. Where is this woman? Why can't anybody find her? And so he's utilizing his different resources. He has one of his best friends who is, um, I found it very funny how, but I get it, how in his book it talks, it's very, the author makes a point to say what race someone is. So, like, Jake is of Caucasian descent. His best friend, who is a professor, I forgot his name at the moment, but he, like, clearly mentions that he is a short African American man. And I was just like, okay. One of the other parts of the book is that the university is like this prestigious uh, university. Um, think of like something from up north, like Harvard type thing. It's very small, it's very tight knit, but it's like a PWI. And what some people would call a predominantly white institution, just like you have HBCUs, historically black college and university. So nothing racist or anything like that, but that's just what I got from it. So yeah, he makes it a point to like point out the race. So I digress. I was just like, okay, cool. So in all things, uh, the best friend can't find anything on Natalie. One of the other, I want to say she is a professor. I want to say she is a professor, but she used to work for the FBI. And so, like, she still has connections. She can't find anything about this woman. So, Jake is like, I know something is going on. So, it's different parts of the story. He's still looking for this woman. He goes back to Vermont trying to retrace his steps from 6 years ago. And he falls into like all of this trouble all of a sudden. Like, people are out to kill him, and like two men kidnap him and take him into this van and like beat him. And it's just, it's like, whoa, 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 where did all this stuff come from? So in all things, I'm not gonna give the whole thing away. It doesn't, it doesn't end on a like somebody's dead type thing. Like, it's not like a killer type book, but it is a good mystery book for someone who just came across this author. I thought it was a nice first book. It had me to go out and buy like 3 more of his books, maybe 4. I think I just bought one yesterday or the other day at Second and Charles. I don't know. If you haven't heard of Second and Charles, it's this super amazing book. I want to say it's national, but it's 2 here within the Atlanta area. One in Roswell, one in Kennesaw. So it's like north and northwest Atlanta. You have to check it out. Just check out Second and Charles. You'll love it. You'll fall in love with it. But I have Runaway. I have Home for Good, and The Boy from the Woods, or The Boy in the Woods, or something like that. I got a couple of good ones, so I'm looking forward to it. There's one I want, not Home for Good. I forgot the name of this book. I see the cover, but it's the start of one of the. I guess he has like 2 major series that he has. Let me see. I think it's called Home Tight or something like that. Um, Child, he got a lot. He got a lot. But 6 years came out in 2013, so this book is 10 years old. But in all things, like I said, it was a pretty good read. If you have read any of Harlan Coben's books, let me know what your thoughts are. What books would you recommend of his? Should I start a series? Should I continue with standalones? But just let me know. But that was Harlan Coben, 6 years. This is Felicia with The Book is Done, and I'm out.